Welcome to Soaping 101. Today our focus is on jewelweed. It's also known as spotted touch-me-not, and it is Mother Nature's natural antidote for poison ivy, bug bites, and insect stings. When is it available is early summer to fall or before the last frost. Where can you find it? Near poison ivy, in wet areas, near ponds, rivers, creeks, or also in areas that retain water and have shady spots. If you live in any of these green areas, chances are you'll find jewelweed growing. Jewelweed can be identified by its long, hollow, knotted stalks and its bright trumpet flowers. Here it is growing in my backyard. It's still early summer, so the flowers have not yet bloomed, but if you know what to look for, it's really easy to find. Notice the knotted stalks and the sawtooth-shaped leaves. Jewelweed is most effective when it's used directly from the stalk. This can be frozen, tinctured, or infused. The latter is what we'll be doing today in creating a salve. First step is to thoroughly wash and dry your jewelweed. I have done this off camera. The drying part is important in a salve because we don't want any excess water. You'll notice that my leaves look a little bit wilted. This is because I left the jewelweed out in the sun to dry after washing. I then cut the stalk into smaller pieces. The serum is located inside the stalk along the inner rim. It's okay to use the leaves, but they don't hold as much serum, and for me, they just take up too much space in my jars. After cutting the stalk to more manageable pieces, I toss the leaves into my compost bin. The next step is to fill a jar with your jewelweed. Put in as much as you can, and it's fine to push down and compact it a bit. Then fill your jar with your carrier oil. For this salve, I'm using olive oil, but you can sub it for any light oil you would like, or even witch hazel for a tincture. Now comes the hard part, waiting for it to infuse. I find that setting it on my windowsill for a couple weeks does the trick. Or to speed up the process, you can place it in a double boiler for 4 to 8 hours. Here is a jar that I infused and strained off camera. It is important to make sure that there is no residual water in your infusion. A quick way to remove the water is to allow it to rise to the top and siphon it off with a pipette, as shown in the insert video. To make this salve, we'll use 79.75% infused olive oil, 20% beeswax, and 0.25% vitamin E. I like to pour the oil down the edge of a skewer so that nothing spills out the side of the measuring cup. The skewer helps direct the oil. If you're wondering what we're up to next, be sure to follow Soaping 101 on Instagram. We want to melt our salve gently, so we'll put it in a saute pan with a few inches of water and heat it on the stove on low. After stirring well, pour your salve in a container, like these little travel tins, and allow it to cool to room temperature. Once cooled, it's ready to use right away. And it's just that easy. To use, rub a little salve on the skin. Be sure to watch our jewelweed soap video at the end of this one. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.